Obviously having a big impact on everybody, and the effects of heat are cumulative. Another heat advisory in effect today and tomorrow. You see that in the orange shaded counties. That's where we expect the heat index to reach about 102 to 108. And we look again at North Hills and you see that hazy sunshine. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s and the dew point in the mid 70s. The top of the scale for us is the upper 70s for that. So again, just very muggy out there, and it does have an effect on how you feel. The red is the air temperature, right? So that makes it into the middle 90s for most of you this afternoon. The dark red is the heat index, and again, that's going to be between about 102 and 108. Not the highest that we've seen so far this summer, but it is definitely high enough to make things pretty uncomfortable. If you're looking for relief, we've got that over the course of the next few days. This is later this week. A front is going to come in. It's going to tap into that heat and humidity, and it's going to allow us to see rain chances rising, especially Thursday and Friday. But once the wind comes in out of the north behind that front, the heat wave finally breaks up a little bit. Now, because it is so humid out there, these storms moving slowly give us a low flood risk today, tomorrow, and Thursday, but not necessarily zero. It heightens a little bit heading into Friday before dipping a little bit for the weekend. The weekend may start out a little bit on the wet side, but one of the things that you've been seeing is probably this map that shows below average temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days. Keep in mind that the average high is 90, the average low is 70, so below average just means it'll be below that, not exactly feeling like October. But hey, we'll take any kind of relief that we can get at this point. It has been an exceptionally hot and humid summer. Temperatures mid 90s today, tomorrow, and Thursday. National Weather Service has said that they may need to issue another heat advisory for Thursday. We'll let you know about that as soon as we find out. There's your heightened storm chances through Friday. And then look at Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s for highs. And if we hit 65 heading into Monday morning, that would be our coolest morning in the triangle, at least, since June the 4th. So we'll keep close tabs on that. Michelle?
All right, it's Michael's now in the WRAL Severe Weather Center to talk more about the heat we're going to experience today. Yeah, already feeling it. And that wet bulb globe temperature is something I actually brought up on air Saturday. So it's cool to see that these schools are actually using that. Hazy sunshine over Raleigh now. The heat index 91. By midday, it's already going to be in the triple digits, something that we've seen 17 times this month. The heat index reaching about 104 to 106, and that's why we have that weather alert day and heat advisory issued by the National Weather Service. Air temperature there in the blue box, that's going to be between about 91 and 96, but when you factor in the humidity, your body does treat that differently. That's the entire reason why we use things like the heat index or the wet bulb globe temperature that's being used to monitor our high school athletes. So for the rest of the morning, it's a partly to mostly cloudy sky out there. After 1 p.m., you may see a few downpours, and your better chance is going to be for areas like Fayetteville and Clinton, where we have a little boundary left over by some of those storms we saw in Johnston County last night. You see that heading into the evening. The other better chance of showers and storms is going to be lined up with the foothills and Piedmont, which is a very typical kind of pattern for us this time of year. Scattered storms will continue Wednesday, then we'll bump up our chances Thursday and Friday as a frontal system comes in and it taps into the heat and humidity that we've got in place. So when you look at the next 7 days, NOAA's Weather Prediction Center showing about 1 to 3 inches of rain widespread. Could be some locally higher totals. Flood risk is going to be a little bit higher by Friday. But on the other end of that front, there's at least a possibility that we see a dip in humidity levels. Not going to go feeling like October, but at least not nearly as muggy. I mean, when you look at this summer, our average low has been 73 degrees, warmest on record. But as you look towards Sunday and Monday mornings, potential for us to be in the low to mid 60s. So we'll keep tabs on that and let you know if that changes. But in the meantime, the afternoons do look like they're going to be significantly cooler than what we've seen out there these past few days. We'll be in the mid 90s through Thursday, and then heading into the weekend, high temperatures about 81 to 83. All right, thank you, Chris.